How many hours do you spend on average on revising Chinese?
I do like 2 hours a week and 3 hours sometimes as well for like exams.
So on average, 2 to 3 hours a week, mainly after school, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gamla, what did you get last year?
I got 4 A stars in Chinese.
Okay. Why 4 A stars? Because there were 4 papers. Okay, thank you. 跟住到阿彩芝，你介紹下你自己好唔好？ You understand that?
Okay, I'm 15 and I've come to Chinese school for 10 years since KA and I've worked hard and I've passed and I've got into A level now and I do 4 hours a week of Chinese and it's like there's loads of homework from English school as well but I try to fit it in and I'm trying to fit 2 at a time but it's worth it at the end when you get used to it.
Thank you. And what did you get last year?
4 A stars.
Okay, thank you. Good news. Jeremy.
Hi, I'm 15 and yeah, so I did my GCSE in year 9, so I felt that the GCSE Chinese is a different like element that you can use with your English, and like when you apply for university, if you're compared to other people, then you know you can stand out, and yeah, so I think you only need to put a few hours a week, and you can achieve good grades, and it's really just hard work, and yeah.
What did you get last year?
A star.
Okay, Bowie.
Okay, my name is Bowie. I'm 17 today.
Happy birthday!
I'll explain how important your Chinese is to your career or life. I was forced to do it, but
you've been invited.
I started it in P1, and then all the way to P5, and I saw a problem in P5 because my dictation and my grade of failing, I had like 0 dictation and I had like 20 in the exam. Then I thought, I don't want to do Chinese, so I did Mandarin for about 2 years. So I moved to Mandarin, did it for 2 years, and I thought, no, that's not my thing. And so then I thought I'll move at GCSE and do it. So I went to GCSE and Bonnie gave me some past papers. I passed the speaking and reading. I mean, speaking, reading, and listening. But then when the writing came, I always got 0. I dreaded it. I didn't want to do it. And so until the syllabus changed this year, the whole syllabus has changed, and I managed to get A star in all of them, all 4 subjects, and that was a lot easier than before.
Okay, so we have paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. This is what you will be doing, okay? Okay, paper 1. Do you remember what that was?
Basically, there's 4 papers: speaking, reading, listening, and writing.
Speaking, and then there is listening, reading and responding,
One more.
writing. Okay, it might not be in this order, but it does comprise of these 4 components.
Okay, back then for the past papers, you would do all 4 one day on the spot. So you have to do speaking, you have 15 minutes to prepare, and do it on the spot. You have writing, which you prepare and then write everything on the spot, which I will definitely fail. But they changed the syllabus, so you do the speaking and the writing in school. So you get 2 weeks to prepare, and then Bonnie will record it for you, and then they'll send it off. For the writing, you get 2 weeks to prepare, and you have to write everything on a sheet of paper on one day, and then you will send it off. So that's all done in school, so it's a lot easier. And the listening and reading paper, I could say it's a joke because it's all multiple choice and it's like easy. You see a picture of a dog and you see words say dog, just tick the box and we're done.
There's no writing.
No writing. And there is writing on the reading paper, but it's all in English, so you have to write in English instead of Chinese, which before you have to do Chinese, which I couldn't do.
So it's good news for this, well, GCSE students this year. The only paper that you have to write some Chinese, I would say, is paper 4 writing. But then with this one, you're allowed to bring like sheets with you, and you're allowed to write 30 Chinese characters to help you to memorize. Okay, what did you get last year?
Based on all.
Yeah. Can you tell us a bit about, now that you're doing your A levels, how the grades you got, or how the grade you got in your Chinese has
Okay,
helped
I'll explain that in A level. So in GCSE, you would basically do your grades in GCSE, right? But the most important would be maths and English. Like, I thought I would, basically in GCSE I picked art, business, ICT, French. I wanted to be architect, but I failed art, I got a D. I was terrible, so I couldn't be an architect. Did French, I got a C. They told me that you need like a language or something in university. I failed that. So then, when I looked at my options for A levels, all of them said they require a B in English or B in maths. So I sort of got that. Basically, I was applying for a law class, and then for the law class they required a B in English, and me and this white guy also got B. And then basically saw that he got C in French, I got C in French as well. And then saw I got A in Chinese, A star in Chinese, so I thought, I'll tell him what A star in Chinese. He goes, yeah, I'll take it instead. Basically, I'm actually get in, and the other guy didn't got in, like, he never got to go into the class. And the thing is, I'm studying AS right now, and when you do AS, it's a lot longer, a lot harder than GCSE. But at the end of it, you get a thing called UCAS points. Like, you get A, you get 100 points or something, you get B, you get a bit less. And the thing is, when you go to university, apply for university, the only thing they look at first is UCAS points. The more UCAS points you get, the higher chance to actually, you know, have a look if you're going to go in or not. Once you get UCAS points, at school you pretty much get 4 subjects. If you do AS, you get UCAS points. If you get A2, you get double UCAS points, depending on what grade you get. But if you do an extra subject, for example, Chinese, you get more UCAS points, which means they might employ you, like, you know, get you in easier.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that because you got an A star or a good grade in your Chinese GCSE, that's helped you to get in the A-level subject that you wanted to pursue?
Yeah, if you've got Chinese GCSE or even A-level, if you go to university, they'll have a higher chance to get you in. A lot higher chance.
So they do look at your A-level and your GCSE grades, and having a good grade in Chinese helps you to stand out. Okay, can you tell us a bit? I know you've been to a few universities already,
yeah,
because you want to do a law course. Can you tell us a bit about what the people? Well, you know, you met one of the professors and in the law department, and he mentioned about you knowing Chinese language is an advantage.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about
basically, when you do university, they have choices. For example, you want to be an accountant or a lawyer or whatever. I wanted to be a lawyer, so basically they have courses available. For example, you knew, let's say, Indian, like you knew your language, you got GCSE grade in it. They will allow you to take a course which will let you study law in England and also study Indian law, so you can actually switch between them, be an exchange student. I knew Chinese, they said to me that I can choose a course, I'll spend a year in England doing English law, then they'll probably send me 1 year away to China and do a course over there, and then send me back. That means once I graduate and get a degree, I can actually choose whatever country I want, or be in sort of exchange or anything I want.
So in other words, it widens your career path, so it's not just limited to one country. And nowadays, the economy is in a downturn. We are in recession. Time is hard. Very few jobs around. So I think by the time when you graduated, it will still be quite hard for you to find jobs. But having good grades from a GCSE, A-level and university will definitely help you to find a better job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
Do you understand what they say? You understand the idea why you have to be here today? Okay, the idea is what happens is we understand in your age at the moment, you may find we don't know, I don't know what I'm going to in the future. So because you've got a sample of this group of people, they already go through the pathway you're going. So they got more clear idea what they're doing now. While you're here, you know you are following their footsteps. So to make your life easier to choose what you actually want to do. Okay? We hope you get the idea is you do the right thing, you learn more language for yourself, it's for your own good, not for us, not for your parent, it's for yourself. That's the main point. Okay? Hope you get something today.
嗱，例如有啲我知道你哋 classroom 例如我知道説文啦，好細個，咁我哋都教過説文啦。例如有樹林啦，我都教過樹林，咁亦都教過你家姐啦，而家麗珠都教過，咁仲有你哥哥啦，同埋你啦。 Katrina。咁有啲我都係識嘅，但係有啲我就唔係好識。但係譬如我識嘅學生之中，例如 Katrina 啦 ，I taught your brother Philip. What grade did he get? He got an A. Okay. And I think he sent me a text the next day after he got an A because I gave him a predicted grade of B, but he got an A. He texted me. He was so happy and pleased. And I think he's doing something that he's happy with, isn't he? What is he doing now?
Special needs class.
Okay. But he needed some grades to get in, right? And I think having an A in GCSE has definitely helped him, together with other grades. 你哋有冇啲咩問題？如果冇問題，或者老師有冇問題，可以問下。或者你可以覺得可能你啲學生有呢啲問題嘅。Do you have any questions? Okay.
如果你覺得怕醜，你想有啲問題咧，你可以個別問幫你，或者唔同我哋傾，好冇 ？OK？咁就係咁嘅。
If you have any questions, can they come and ask you in person? Yeah. Basically, yeah, just feel free to ask any of them, ask me. We're here to help you because we want you to succeed, and we just feel that some of you might be quite young, or you might not be exposed to this yet, like the GCSEs. The exams, you might not know a lot about it. So we want you to have some basic idea of what this is all about so that you're prepared both psychologically and physically for this. It is not hard. All you need to do is put in, 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour of work per week. But he's very intelligent, so, okay? 好啦，咁如果冇問題咧，我哋可以放學啦。咁我哋一齊多謝我學生好唔好？